My message to the defendants, your luck has run out.
Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier and Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups were among 31 people arrested on October 23rd as part of an investigation into illegal gambling, the FBI confirmed in a press conference per NBC News. The case includes 2 fraud indictments obtained by NBC News. The first, in which Rozier is named as one of 6 defendants, focuses on an alleged sports betting conspiracy and includes charges of wire fraud and money laundering. The second indictment names 31 defendants, including Billups, and is part of a federal gambling investigation that allegedly involves 4 notorious mafia families. The felony charges include wire fraud conspiracy, money laundering conspiracy, operation of an illegal gambling business in relation, and robbery and extortion conspiracy under the Hobbs Act, court documents show. According to FBI Director Kash Patel, the alleged illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation spanned years and involved tens of millions of dollars in fraud. Patel also says during a press conference that the FBI worked across 11 states to make arrests and that the charges involve wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, and illegal gambling. He added, "The fraud is mind-boggling."
This FBI will leave no room for any perpetrator of crime across this country. You hear a lot about our work of defending the homeland and crushing violent crime. Well, this work is also representative of a colossal portion of the FBI's mandate to keep America safe and to keep our entertainment industry fair and secure. This is an operation that showcases to you that under President Trump's administration, there is no room for any type of criminal behavior, be it on the world's largest stage or in the back rooms of tiny parlors where card games are being played.
During the conference, U.S. Attorney Joseph Nocella Jr. says the suspects allegedly utilized high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from secretly rigged underground poker games and named the Lucchese, Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese crime families as backing the games.
My message to the defendants who've been rounded up today is this. Your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out. Violating the law is a losing proposition, and you can bet on that. They relied on corrupt individuals, including Jones and Rozier. They also misused information obtained through long-standing friendships that they had with NBA players and coaches. And in at least one instance, they got their information by threatening a current player, Porter, because of his pre-existing gambling debts. Defendants used other cheating technologies, such as poker chip tray analyzers, which is a poker chip tray that secretly reads cards using a hidden camera, special contact lenses or eyeglasses that could read pre-marked cards, and an X-ray table that could read cards face down on the table.
This alleged illegal gambling operation hustled unwitting victims out of tens of millions of dollars and created a financial pipeline for La Cosa Nostra to help fund and facilitate their organized criminal activity. Victims were attracted to play alongside well-known professional athletes and coaches like Chauncey Billups, only to be unknowingly deceived through rigged shuffling machines, fixing the odds in their favor. We are not going to permit any criminal enterprise, whether it be Italian organized crime, Asian organized crime, Eurasian organized crime. We're not going to permit any of those organized crimes, families, and organizations to operate in our city or our country.
Federal officials are calling the poker scheme Operation Royal Flush, per Ricky Patel, the special agent in charge of Homeland Security operations in New York.
The years of investigative work that culminated with this morning's operation seem reminiscent of a Hollywood movie. But this wasn't luck, and this wasn't theatrics. This was an evidence-driven, relentless, and unified effort among law enforcement.
According to NBC News, citing an FBI spokesperson, in addition to Rozier and Billups, former NBA player Damon Jones was also arrested in connection with both indictments. New York Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch says the players and coach were allegedly involved in a scheme dubbed Operation Nothing But Net that involved fraudulent NBA bets.
These operatives included capos and multiple soldiers from the Bonanno, Gambino, Lucchese, and Genovese crime families, bringing 4 of the 5 families together in a single indictment is extraordinarily rare. It reflects how deep and how far this investigation reached and the skill and the persistence it took to get here. That work uncovered a deliberate, technologically sophisticated operation designed to carry out their crimes.
Among the others arrested per NBC News are members and associates of the organized crime groups. E! News has reached out to Rozier's attorney Jim Trusty for comment, but has not yet heard back, and has also attempted to locate legal representation for Jones and Billups for comment. Trusty, representing 31-year-old Rozier, slams the circumstances of his client's arrest in a statement to NBC News, saying, "A long time ago, we reached out to these prosecutors to tell them we should have an open line of communication. They characterized Terry as a subject, not a target, but at 6 a.m. this morning, they called to tell me FBI agents were trying to arrest him in a hotel." Saying the FBI opted for a, quote, photo op instead of allowing Rozier to self-surrender, the attorney alleges they appear to be taking the word of spectacularly incredible sources rather than relying on actual evidence of wrongdoing. Terry was cleared by the NBA, and these prosecutors revived that non-case. Terry is not a gambler, but he is not afraid of a fight, and he looks forward to winning this fight.
They had every opportunity to let him self-surrender. It's not a constitutional right, but it's a very typical courtesy when you've been dealing with the defense attorney for a while, and on a case that's not a violent case in terms of Terry Rozier. So all they had to do, they could have called me at 6 o'clock this morning and said, come to New York, and I would have made that happen. Instead, they wanted to have a little arrest, a little perp walk, a little support of their press conference up in New York, and it was completely avoidable. The bottom line of letting marketing drive a decision as to whether to disrupt somebody's life and arrest them, it didn't have to happen. You know what's critical about all this? And our day will come, but he had medical follow-up in the days after. He had a bunch of people that he appropriately confided in that he had an injury, and he didn't play another game. You know, the Hornets were out of the playoffs. He's a veteran that's been there. He's like, why am I going to make this injury worse? I shouldn't be playing, and that's exactly what happened. He didn't play like the last 7 or 8 games. There was an investigation. They interviewed him twice. They took his phone, downloaded everything, and at the end of the day, they said there's nothing to see here and cleared him. And that was a very professional investigation. It wasn't something that was perfunctory. You had FBI agents. You had a vice president within the NBA that was a former prosecutor in SDNY. So it was the real deal. They looked at the same stuff and they said there's nothing here, but you know, we got a trophy hunt.
Following the news, the NBA shared an update on the actions it is taking, saying in an October 23rd statement, "We are in the process of reviewing the federal indictments announced today. Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups are being placed on immediate leave from their teams, and we will continue to cooperate with the relevant authorities. We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness, and the integrity of our game remains our top priority."